Welcome to the Coffee Playdate podcast. I'm your hostess, Dr. Olga Dingar, and this is the place where I chat with entrepreneurs and physicians doing incredible things outside of medicine. I have a very special guest with us today, Ms. Jackie Dillon. Welcome.
Thank you, Olga.
It's great to have you here with us, and I want to start off by asking, do you drink any coffee?
I do.
And how do you like your coffee?
I like medium. I just do traditional coffee with creamer and just a tiny bit of sugar.
Oh, perfect. We're going to start off with some rapid fire questions. So I'm going to give you a choice between two things, and you just choose the one that you like more.
Okay.
Do you like small group instruction or one-on-one tutoring?
One-on-one tutoring.
Do you like audiobooks or printed books?
Audiobooks.
How about rhymes or visuals as a memory aid?
Visuals.
Do you like smaller tasks or more breaks?
More breaks.
Amazing. Very good. Now we're going to play our Take a Sip game. So if you have
Okay.
our coffee mugs.
Yeah, I have lemonade. I love lemonade, so.
Oh, perfect. Is that pink lemonade?
It is. I craved lemonade when I was pregnant with one of the kids, and now I just love lemonade.
Amazing. So for this game, I'll ask you again to choose between two things, but this time we both answer. And if our answers match, we take a sip from our mug.
Okay.
Do you like a digital calendar or paper planner?
If I had to choose visual.
You mean digital?
Digital, yes, sorry.
Me too. I love digital calendars.
Yep. Well,
Take a sip.
cheers.
How about, do you like fiction or nonfiction?
Fiction.
I like nonfiction.
No.
Now, do you like meal prep or a spontaneous dinner?
Spontaneous dinner.
Oh, I like meal prep. That's okay. You'll never get to drink your lemonade at this
I know.
rate. And last one, do you like board games or puzzles?
Board games.
Puzzles. All right, you'll have to drink your lemonade tomorrow. Okay, Jackie, so I know a lot about you, of course, but can you tell our listeners a little bit about yourself?
Sure, like professionally or personally?
Yeah, or both, whatever you'd
Both?
like to share.
Okay, so I'm married to my husband for 11 years, and we have two children. Joseph is 10 and Margaret's 5. I have a background in education. I was a teacher for 10 years in the public school system and took a little break from that the last 3 years. I actually worked at a local nonprofit, so dipped my foot in the nonprofit world, which I absolutely love. And now I was courageous enough to start my own business. So that has evolved into something just beautiful. I'm working at the kids' school and I'm back in school. I'm doing a certification for children with dyslexia. And while I'm doing that, I'm working at their school doing reading intervention and coaching too, helping to coach the teachers and administration on proper reading instruction that's evidence-based. My son has dyslexia too. So that's kind of what prompted all of this and got me to where I am was him. I originally took this training a few years ago for Joseph, and it just happened so organically and naturally, the work that I'm doing at the school. And it's very fulfilling because it's fulfilling personally for my child, and it's also fulfilling professionally because I'm helping other kids learn to read too. So
That's incredible. It sounds like you're really doing what you love to do, helping others and doing it in such an authentic way, and especially being able to be there for your son as well as part of your commitment to him.
what I loved about the nonprofit was helping others, but it wasn't really focused on teaching. I feel like I kind of combined teaching and helping others. Yes, I love it.
Yeah. And how did you get the courage to step away from the nonprofit? Like, what really prompted you? What was that one thing, if you can think of?
I'll tell you, that was scary because I left with no plan. I knew just that A, it really didn't have a lot of opportunity for growth at the time. And B, I wasn't making enough. Basically, what I would have made, I would have been sending my kids to camp for 8 weeks all summer. And I was like, I'd rather be home with them, even if that means more budgeting and whatnot financially. I just was like, there has to be something else. I need to believe in myself. I had a friend that is a business owner, that was really encouraging me to do something on my own. And the arrangement that I had with the school did not fall into place till a few weeks later. And again, it just happened so naturally. So I feel like faith was like just that believing that it's going to be okay, right? And we're going to figure it out as a family, as a couple, and it did, which
It's
is not my
amazing.
personality at all. I'm so type A, so that was like really a learning experience for me.
I'm really happy, of course, that everything worked out. And I feel like when you're going through this type of transition in your life, you have to have a mindset change. Like, you got to start thinking about things differently now as a new entrepreneur. What was that mindset shift for you?
Well, to start the business, the mindset was believing in myself, really. I'd never, and even now, today, something as silly as when I was setting my rates for tutoring or my contract with the school, I would talk to friends and they're like, you're lowballing yourself. Like, you're way more qualified than what you're believing. So that is the key, that I believed in myself enough to start it, implement it, and see it through, right? So that was really, I think for me, the biggest change is like having enough belief that I am capable, I am qualified, I'm educated, I can do this.
Yeah, it's a work in progress. It takes a while to really build that confidence and continue to believe in yourself, like you said. It's a daily struggle, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Now, talking about struggles, what is one struggle or challenge that you faced, and how did you overcome that?
I'd say right now is the management piece of a business. So I went into this like knowing teaching really well, right? And I'm getting a specialized certification, and I'm all on my own. I don't have an employees or anything, but managing the timing, the scheduling, the budgeting, I have to create invoices, right? Like I didn't think of any of that opening my own a business account, and I have to start thinking about taxes, all of those things. So yeah, I'm not well versed in that. So it's like kind of learning as I go and leaning on people that are able to help me and guide me. Um, but that's a learning curve for sure.
And what guidance or what help have you gotten so far? Like, what have been some tips that have helped you in this journey?
So a friend, people are my favorite. Like I love my friends, and even when I look at my groups of friends, right, they're all so different and they all help me through different times in my life or different areas of my life. So, my one friend, again, who encouraged me to open the business, has also been my go to for those struggles as well, because she's been a business owner for a lot longer than me.
So, that mentorship is really key, for sure.
Definitely.
Nice. So, what advice would you give someone else who might be starting out their own business?
It sounds so cliche, but believing in yourself, having the faith. I see reels about it on Instagram all the time, right? And I used to read them like, oh, it's not that easy. But it really, that is the baseline, is just knowing, you've hit a certain point and having the person that can kind of push you, that knows you well, and just having faith that it's all going to work out. Because worst case, I
Yep.
can go get a teaching job. There's always going to be something else. But if I don't try this, then how would I have ever known if I didn't try?
Yeah,
That is
no,
the key.
exactly. And it's great that you always have a backup plan to fall back on, for sure.
Of course. Yes. I like to be prepared. Like if you could have a part-time job and start implementing whatever you need to, but just find a way to give it a chance.
Yeah. Because if you don't, you'll never know what you could have missed out on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. And is there a book recommendation that you have for our listeners today?
Well, can I give the one that you recommended to me?
Of course.
I can't remember the name of it now though, Olga. Let me find
I
it.
think
Uh,
The Three Big Questions for a Frantic Family.
yes, that was my most recent read. I'm starting another book soon, but that book you recommended to me a few months ago. I was still at the nonprofit then. And it was interesting. So I kind of want to go back and read it again because now I'm a business owner, right? I could implement some of those business strategies, right, into my own business. I was reading it at the time more as from a parent perspective, right?
Yeah, it was actually one of the more transformative books that I've ever read because it gave you perspective on how to run your household, how to focus on what's your family's vision, what are the goals that you're working on. Those are things that we kind of overlook. We don't really think about it like, yeah, we got to get this done, we got to get this done. But if you write it down, put it on a piece of paper, stick it on the fridge with a magnet, whatever you have to do to kind of keep everybody on the same page and work towards something and be productive as a family. I think that's really important.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. My husband and I yesterday even sat down together, and as silly as it is, we were dividing like chores, like tasks around the house. And I was thinking today when I was teaching, I'm like, my classroom when I was teaching had expectations, and the kids knew where their pencils went away and where they got a clean piece of paper, when it was time to read or when it was time to have lunch. And you have to have those same expectations at home. And then everything will run smoother.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Jackie, for being with us here today. It's been a pleasure, and I hope to have you on a future episode.
Thank you, Olga.
Thanks for joining the Coffee Playdate podcast. Hit subscribe, tune into the next episode, and I'll see you at the next coffee chat.